Phoebe is in love with silence. Growing up as a kid, Phoebe couldn't help but feel like she didn't quite fit in. While other kids seemed to thrive in the midst of chaos and noise, Phoebe found herself drawn to quieter, more solitary pursuits. She'd often spend hours playing alone, lost in her own little world, and her parents and teachers would sometimes worry that there was something wrong with her. They'd try to encourage her to play with other kids, to join in on group activities, but Phoebe just couldn't seem to fit the mold. As time went on, however, her parents and teachers began to notice something peculiar about Phoebe. Despite her tendency to prefer solitude, she seemed incredibly solitary. She was actually incredibly happy and content when she was alone. She'd spend hours lost in thought, her imagination running wild, and a look of peaceful joy on her face. And when they finally started to understand her need for silence and solitude, they discovered that Phoebe was actually thriving in her own little world. One day, as Phoebe sat by the river, surrounded by the soothing sounds of nature, she felt an unusual sensation wash over her. It was as if the silence itself was alive, pulsing with an otherworldly energy. Suddenly, she heard a gentle whisper in her heart, a voice that seemed to come from beyond the realms of the physical world. "Phoebe, my child," the voice whispered, "I have been calling to you in the silence. I am the God of the universe, the creator of all things, and I have been waiting for you to listen." Phoebe's heart skipped a beat as she realized that her love for silence wasn't just a personal preference, but a pull to understand the deeper mysteries of the universe. She felt a sense of awe and wonder as she realized that silence was a portal, a gateway that opened one's soul to the realms of the spirit. As Phoebe continued to sit in silence, she began to experience visions and revelations that deepened her understanding of God's nature and character. She saw the beauty of creation, the majesty of God's power, and the depth of His love. Phoebe's quest for silence became a journey of discovery, one that led her to the very heart of God. She learned to listen to the voice of God in the silence, and to discern the subtle whispers of the Holy Spirit. And as she did, she found that her soul was being transformed, renewed, and strengthened. The silence became a sacred space for Phoebe, a place where she could connect with God and experience His presence in a profound way. She knew that she'd been given a precious gift,